Next speaker is John Bush. No stated topic. City issues.
City issues. If you'll hold off on putting the image up for a second, please. Good afternoon. My name is John Bush with Texans for Accountable Government. I just want to hit on a couple items that some other people were speaking of today, and the City of Austin energy stuff y'all were chatting about earlier. The folks from the east side are experiencing rising property taxes, and that's because of you guys intervening in the market and incentivizing growth and development, especially smart growth and development on the east side, like the fancy red line that nobody rides. You guys are incentivizing development around Plaza Saltillo. You're going to put all this new ritzy condos and new flashy retail stores, and it drives up the property rates around the community, further driving low-income residents out of town. That's on you guys' shoulders. So when people can't pay for their kids, you know, they can't pay the bills, they can't pay for school books for the children, school supplies, a lot of that has to do with the Austin City Council intervening in the market and driving unnecessary, unnatural growth to the east side as part of the comprehensive plan. Reminds me of the original comprehensive plan, which segregated the city back in the 20s, sending blacks and Latinos to the east side. And then let's think about the second comprehensive plan, which sent industrial zoning to the east side. Well, that was in the past. You guys can't take blame for that, but now you're continuing to harm poor working class families. That's an example of social inequity. So please don't claim to stand for social equity, because it's obvious that you don't. I wanted to chat about fluoride finally. I've been watching this issue for about 2 or 3 years now. Ray and Linda come speak to you guys at Citizens Communication. We brought in Dr. Paul Connett. We've had hearings. The Public Health and Human Services Committee did a debate between Dr. Huang and some other city bureaucrats and Dr. Connett, and Dr. Connett pushed them on coming up with a study that says the hexafluorosilicic acid that we put in our water is safe. They couldn't even come up with one of them. I think the case has been made time and time again. So now the question is, why the inaction? Why is Mike Martinez trying to pass the buck to the city voters? I think you guys are educated enough. It leaves me to believe that we're experiencing another situation like the mayor not wanting to move forward on the body scanners because he's afraid of losing funding. Here we have the 2012 business plan for the City of Austin Health and Human Services. The current budget issues facing both state of Texas and federal government have put funding existing grant programs at risk, being eliminated or significantly reduced. The state and federal grants fund 32% of core public health functions. So I have a feeling that you guys are afraid to act because you're afraid of losing more money. I think you guys need to work on the business plan for the city. We shouldn't be reliant on so much federal funds, because the federal government is going bankrupt right now, and you're going to be left with a lot of City of Austin taxpayers and voters that don't have the services they need. And once again, we're tired of being poisoned by the fluoride. Everybody's beginning to be aware of it. It shows up. This is the fluorosis that you're causing. And again, for social inequity, the poor working class families can't afford the dental care to get rid of that, so they got to walk around with it their whole lives, and that's all on you because you vote to pay for the fluoride every year.
And the next speaker